For Uganda to embrace and implement disability inclusive, we need to have a national action plan on disability that will help all government ministries, civil society, disabled persons organizations, and the private institutions to ensure that disability inclusion is embraced within their work. This will work effectively in that every person will have a role to play and will be in position to know what they are supposed to do.
My vast experience, both working in the disability movement and personally as a researcher, because I've been doing some consultancy work. In Uganda, we have some big challenge in the area of including people with disabilities. One challenge is lack of knowledge and capacity for those people responsible in mainstreaming issues of disability. They don't
Uganda, we have several challenges that impede our ability to achieve inclusive development. And one of them is the lack of prioritization of disability by government among the cross-cutting issues. And because of this, many departments, ministries, and agencies are not aware of what they are supposed to do in terms of disability, and that has really affected us. Then too is the capacity of the persons with disabilities to demand for their rights and to task government to act and respond to the needs of people with disabilities. Yes, we have a strong mobilization of DPOs, but the challenge we have is that the DPOs are not empowered enough to take on the mantle to demand and to cause pressure to government, and that has affected inclusive development. Then 3 is the limited resources that government keeps talking about. Each time we raise our issues, where we get the space, the challenge is that government says they have limited resources, they cannot adequately plan for issues of persons with disabilities. And if there are no resources allocated to disability, then there is nothing that is going to happen in terms of actualization. We still have communities that believe that disability is a curse. We still see people with disabilities being discriminated, being denied the right to talk or to express themselves just because the community is not aware of what the rights are supposed to be like, and that is a big challenge. Then the cultural practices still persist because we see albinos still being locked up in houses, people with disabilities, children still being locked up just because the culture believes that these cannot participate and cannot do anything in the community.
The government of Uganda is committed to the promotion and protection of the rights of persons with disabilities. It has committed this through the inclusive legal and policy and programs which it offers to all persons with disabilities. To name but a few, the Constitutional is very proactive. We have a number of legal frameworks, but through the programs we use the twin-track approach, whereby we implement the affirmative programs to ensure that persons with disabilities regain their dignity, but also the mainstream programs. We always advocate for inclusive development, where we try to get all these programs, the mainstream programs, to mainstream the issues of persons with disabilities. Despite this, we still have a number of challenges. We find that we still need capacity to be built in the area of disability, awareness raising, to name but a few. But I'm glad as we talk, we've had some support from UNDESA, who are coming in to support us to review our policy to ensure that it brings inclusive development, because we've had a number of international and national developments which we need to put into our policies and legal frameworks to ensure that there is inclusive development.